I don't think that beating the crap out of everybody is the best solution, that's all.
It feels like it.
Win-Win is a story of Mike Flaherty, a small-town lawyer and high school wrestling coach at the end of his rope.
And the team is hopeless. My law practice is struggling.
After a questionable business deal with an elderly client, Mike's financial relief is cut short by the arrival of Kyle, a troubled teen with nowhere to go.
Have you ever wrestled before?
A little.
Mike and Kyle both flourish in their new circumstances, and it seems like happiness is finally possible for the family until Kyle's unstable mother threatened to destroy everything.
I want to see my son!
Win-Win explores the struggles and successes of the American middle class and redefines traditional notions of family.
But if I may, I think that The Fighter really started a whole series of independent films that are about sports and use sports as a metaphor to talk about what's going on. And that's actually one of the films that we're here to review. The movie is Win-Win, directed by Tom McCarthy, and we've all just seen it. So maybe we can talk about the film.
I actually really liked it. I sort of felt like it was RoboCop. And
that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
Giamatti does not turn into a cyborg at the end of this film.
No, the movie is neither. There's no robos in it.
Or cops.
No, what I meant is that RoboCop is a really good genre movie. Like, it does that genre really well. It takes it to something else, and I think Win-Win takes a small indie drama and does that really well.
This movie is all about people who get these second chances,
right.
and it is about when bad things happen to good people and their backs are, against the wall, as it were.
I generally like the story, but there were some things where it was so efficient that its efficiency kind of turned away from the fact that it wasn't real.
The fact that it is about these individual people in New Jersey in a very specific moment, place, time, what have you, the very fact that it is so specific makes the story somehow universal.
I love that little exchange about John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I really like that part too.
I got it on spring break. Hurt like hell.
What does it say?
JBJ? John Bon Jovi? I'm a fan.
It's a story where you can locate yourself in various moments in the narrative. And I think that is really, if you can pull that off, you've done a good job.
Yeah, it's like, it's pretty much what every writer dreams of pulling off, which is, human moments, moral ambiguity, and then, banking a director's job out of it.
Right. I mean, Chuck, just following your point, Tom McCarthy is both the writer and the director, and we love his writing. What did we think about his directing?
It's the best sports movie I've seen in the past 5 years, and it's not even about sports. And what I think the credit to McCarthy as a director is this faith in his actors, this ability just to let a scene play out subtly and discreetly, and to let just the action unfold before the camera.
I think in terms of, directing camera, there are moments that I feel that he doesn't either trust himself, or he either doesn't trust the performance, or he doesn't trust that the audience will connect with these characters. And I feel like, I don't know, probably the first 30 minutes of the film, there are too many cutaways and singles.
It's a little bit maybe heavy-handed, first 20 minutes or so.
It's like skittish.
And I think that, Tom McCarthy, he's actually been in a lot more movies. I think, according to IMDb, he's been in 37 movies, and he's only directed 3. And I feel like his resume in acting actually will help him a lot in terms of crafting the different subtleties between actors. For example, the little stares, between the coaches at the meet and stuff like that. I think he did a pretty good job on it.
Like trusting a scene to be behavioral versus dialogue driven, especially dialogue that's on the nose.
It's it's shot subtly too, so it's not shoved down your throat. I think if more directors, did that Hal Ashby thing with that, I wouldn't be so inclined to call them rapists and Nazis all the time.
Fair enough. That should not be
very
right.
fair. That's very fair.
I thought this was going to be like a happy agreement show, but you just had to bring Nazis.
But I will say, let's actually talk about the casting. What did you guys think about the leads?
I just adore Paul Giamatti. This is a man that can... he seems like he's just kind of average man, not every man, but average man. And so you want to embrace him, you want to laugh at him.
But he always elicits a response.
He always does. There are no moments where I don't trust that he is in the moment, in the character, that he believes that these people are very real.
Well, and Alex Schaefer is a first-time actor. He was cast because he was a wrestling champion. It's a very challenging thing to direct, a first-time actor with a cast of so many experienced actors, and I felt he was still a very believable teen that was in crisis.
But he's so easygoing. It seems like his character is allowed to just have this, whatever.
Yeah, maybe. If I want to smoke, should I go outside?
You shouldn't be smoking.
I know, but
But if I
Sorry,
dare.
I didn't know how to react to Bobby Cannavale because he's got this creepy, vaguely pedophilic thing, but not really in the end. You know?
He even said that, and he was always doing like oddly weird, like homoerotic things to people that didn't want that attention.
What's going on? I can't breathe. Okay, you could be having a heart attack, Mike. Come on. Let's lay down.
No.
Let's lay down.
It's
Come
wet.
on.
It's wet. I don't want to lay down.
You're dying here. Lay down. Come on.
I think the great thing about this movie, I mean, is if you look at someone like Jeffrey Tambor, who plays a very small role, he's easily one of the funniest character actors working.
Oh, I mean, Arrested Development?
No, Arrested Development, Larry
Cheers.
Sand, I mean, he's just great. You know, in this one, he plays back and he's very subtle and he doesn't like ham for laughs. He just does what he needs to do. And I think a movie like this, the actors aren't there for a paycheck. You know, they're there because they love the script or they want to work with the director.
You know, it's not groundbreaking, but it's just real and refreshing.
It's really
entertaining.
refreshing, yeah.
It does what films are supposed to do, which is give you the familiar but give it to you a little different. You know?
And help you understand the circumstances that you're in right now.
Yeah, it's just apply it to your own life, and I hope it finds an audience, but I'm not real hopeful.
Well, on that note, I think we should vote.
That's a kind of sad note, but okay.
Because hopefully, like in us talking about this film, people will get encouraged and want to support it. So
We're changing the world.
That's right.
One rip ticket at a time.
or one full ticket at a time.
One full ticket at a time.
So the film is Win-Win, and I want to see. Let's vote. Shall we see it, stream it, or skip it?
I'll go first.
Yay!
This is the kind of movie that you can find yourself in the world of the people and the characters, and for me, that kind of shit works every time. So I'm going to say Win-Win is a see it.
I'm gonna say, you know, like movies like this, I really do feel like small human movies that are just sort of about the characters, and I actually think that's important. I'm gonna see it.
Well, for me, I really appreciated this movie for its subtlety and how powerful that subtlety brought forth. And amongst all the big blockbuster movies that's come out so far, this is certainly a really breath of fresh air out of all that shitty smell. So I'm gonna say see it.
This might be historic. There's not much more to add. It's subtle. It's supple. It's breathless. It's humane. It's a definite see it.
Wow, that is
All right.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
historic. I know. So it's 4 tickets for a see it for Win-Win. We definitely want people to go out and support this film. So, and it's our first ever 4 ticket film. So I think that's a chin chin.
Chin chin. All right.